Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Sorry about the background noise. I'm not going to be talking through this stream. I'm pretty much, because of the fans going, it's just like really crappy audio. But I thought I'd explain that at least during this live stream that, because of what you hear behind me. So, it's going to be pretty much just music, and I hope you enjoy it. If you guys have any comments, I am in the comment area monitoring that, and I pop on every now and then and just give a response, and I will see you guys in the next video, or rather just enjoy this one, and let me know what you think. I'll also be doing a speed draw of this with probably just music, and you're not going to miss too much. Alright, bye-bye.
Sink to the deep end, hurt and defeated. Oh. Thought I could through this, laugh through the sadness. Oh. Don't know how I ended up, I ended up so lost. Oh. Sink to the deep end, hurt and defeated. Too little and too late. Cast shadows in my face. Too little and too late. Cast shadows cross my face. Too little and too late. Cast shadows in my face. Too little and too late. Cast shadows. my lines are going down, going down, going down. I'm caught in the end game. I'm caught in the end game. I'm caught in the end game. I'm caught. Too little and too late. Cast shadows in my face. Too little and too late. Cast shadows cross my face. Too little and too late. Cast shadows in my face. Too little and too late. Cast shadows cross my face. Too little and too late. Cast shadows in my sink through the deep and hurt and defeated. Thought I could do this, laugh through the sadness. Don't know how I ended up. I ended up so lost. Sink through the deep and hurt and defeated. Cause I can take it Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Where have you been? It's like I waited all my life, so happy that I found you on paper thin. I haven't always been this shy, but haven't felt this in a while now. So sad when we are apart. If you leave, you break my heart. I need you to need me too. Stay with me when it's getting dark. Hold me tight, close in your arms. I want you to want me too. Why is it so hard to just be honest? Why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard felt this in a while now. So sad when we are apart. If you leave, you break my heart. I need you to need me too. Stay with me when it's getting dark. Hold me tight, close in your arms. I want you to want me too. Why is it so hard to just be honest? Why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard to just be honest when I want this? Maybe you want it too. So I just need to tell you. I just need to tell you. Why is it so hard to be? Why is it so hard to be honest? To be honest. Why is it so hard to be? Why is it so hard to be honest? To be honest. Why is it so hard to just be honest? Why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard to just be honest when I want this? Maybe you want it too. So I just need to tell you. I just need to tell you.
Alrighty, now I'm able to talk a bit. Hi, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my channel. I finally cooled down enough to turn off my fans, and turn off my fans in a big way. I am coloring Aquaman, and for those of you who are just joining me, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick replay, and I just have a couple more things to add to this. And I'll see if I can explain what I am doing and what's happening. Okay, so over the course of a couple days, a couple live streams, I was going to complete my artist challenge, 10 pictures in 10 days, and then you're supposed to like shake a branch at someone else to do this, but I'm not going to do all that. I'm basically just doing my 10 pictures and being done with it. And it's supposed to be a fun challenge. It's just hashtag artist challenge, and it's either show your workspace. If you're like a photographer, it's just basically you're taking pictures of things outside. If you're a colorist, you're just taking pictures of and displaying your 10 colors. And for me, I draw and color, mostly draw. And my friend, he really likes DC comic characters and DC heroes. He grew up on that. And me, I'm more of a Marvel girl, but and that's where I learned to draw, was from Marvel Comics. I really didn't care for the DC style at the time. And I don't really think I bought any DC comics when I was growing up. Shame on me, but it is what it is. One of his favorite characters is Aquaman, and he likes mermen, and he's got like a merman tattoo and stuff like that. So Tatted Hearts had popped on while I was drawing on the initial parts of my Aquaman, and it was just going to be Jason Momoa posed with a cutesy little seahorse. And Tatted Hearts mentions, well, how about the Little Mermaid? And I'm like, it might be cute. And it kind of took a lot of the pressure off. So I drew Jason Momoa as Aquaman, as just a little caricature of him. And I was going to put him on a pearl. And then I'm like, how about in a treasure chest? And then I'm like, no. I saw these really cool aquariums. One of them was of a bed, and another one I saw was of a grandfather clock. And I'm like, oh, that's tight. So I decided to go ahead and squeeze my caricature down into a grandfather clock type aquarium. And then I decided, you know what, I didn't really color the other 10 or the other 9. So I'm coloring this one just as its final thing. There was another one that I wanted to do that I had done for my friend many moons ago, where I had asked my Facebook friends, who would you like to be in a caricature with? And he said Wonder Woman. And I just seized on that because I love me some Wonder Woman. Back in the day when I was a kid, I used to watch the Wonder Woman TV show. And Linda Carter will always be my Wonder Woman. Always. I don't care how old she gets. She is just one beautiful woman. So I've every time I see Linda Carter, that's Wonder Woman. Just like Lindsay Wagner. Oh, that's Bionic Woman. I just admired those women so gosh darn much. But anyway, I digress. Jason Momoa is Aquaman in an aquarium. I was going to make this into a coloring page. I don't know if anybody want to color this small. Now that I've squeezed him into it, this is 8.5 by 11, and so you see how small his face is. You could barely get a crayon in there, let alone maybe a marker or something like that. So I won't do that to folk. But if they are interested in coloring him, I'll make it available, definitely, if I have anybody who shows interest. But other than that, just need to finish up the little seahorse and the I think the rest of the grandfather clock. I don't know if I really want to put so much detail into it because I'm lazy and ready just to end it, but I mean, it's turned out cute so far. Let's see, and I was almost done, and then I realized, you know, I could do something better. It's like my plants had disappeared. The little aqua plants in the they look more like feather boas, but you know, who am I? I don't have an aquarium, so I really couldn't, you know, and I was too lazy to really go balls deep into looking up aquariums and stuff. I'm like, and then I was going to add more fish, and I'm like, I don't want to distract from Aquaman. He's tight. But like if I had an Aquaman thingy, I don't know if I'd put any other fish in there. I don't know. I don't know if I'd even put in the seahorse. I don't want to, you know. I want all his attention to be on me when I pop into the room. It's like, oh, I'm going to get fed. Anyway, so cruel and evil. But yeah, you know, and part of me wanted to throw him into the bat cave, you know, like among the bat suits and the bats and stuff like that, because I think Batman would be a dick enough to do this to Aquaman. You know, just one of those things. You know, it's like, well, you were acting up, so I had to, you know, keep you enclosed for a while until you chilled out. But you know, nah, I don't know. But this is kind of my thought pattern on this. Is just basically Jason Momoa in an aquarium. I was thinking of another aquarium that I had seen. I don't know if it was a very creative aquarium where it was over a bed. So it would have been like the bed frame, and I thought that might be just a little too much to, you know, keep a Aquaman in something like that. But you know, if I was a villain, I think I could do that. I could see myself doing that. Okay, so when I had merged some of my layers, some things ended up crossing over into other things, like the plant behind him ended up covering up part of the trident, and I'm just wondering if I should make the trident come in front of it. I'm just trying to decide. Yeah, don't be lazy, Kim. You're almost there, and it's a cute picture. It's more than what I expected. It was just basically going to be a portrait. I was going to color Harley Quinn that I had done, and I decided that, no, let me finish this challenge. That way I can move on to other things. Let's see, I want this to be a little bit, let me make sure I'm on another layer. I'm tempted to go ahead and merge my layers, that way I have plenty of things to play with, plenty of layers to play with, but I think I have up to 11, so I have 5, I think right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 6 right now, so I have only 5 more layers to play with. So I'm going to put this above the layer there, and I'm just going to do a quick selection, because I needed to still keep that same, that it's underwater look. There we go. And let's see, do I want to make it, I need to make sure that it stays above the plants. I might have to just erase what's on there. Let's see, just to make it easier, because I think it's all on one layer here. Yeah, because my plant had fallen on the water layer, and that's not good. That's not good. I think, let's see, maybe it's this that's doing it. Yeah, it was the black and white layer that did it. That done did the deed. Okay, so hopefully you caught some of the way that I colorize. I found it so much faster and so much easier to use clipping masks. And at first I didn't really understand the concept of the clipping mask. And basically, the clipping mask is like lace. If you could imagine like a lace type fabric where it has a lot of holes in it, it's the lace. And then, but you need, for the lace to show, you have to have a color beneath it. You have to have a layer with something on it. So right here is my, maybe I want to call it like a skin. So this right here on layer 7 is like the skin. I'm going to add another layer right above it, and this will be the lace going over the skin. And this is the clipping mask. And what it'll do is it will only let me do what's in that skin layer. It'll only let me cover my lace with that skin. So I'm going to change my brush to, and you can use any brush, whether it be a texture brush, whether it be another color, or you could just do all kinds of stuff. Let's see, texture. Okay, I wanted to use a brush. It wasn't that brush. It was like one of these light brushes. And I'm going to go over, let's see, make sure I'm on the right layer. Yep. And I'm going to use that light brush there. And I'm going to see if I can get like a highlight in there. And it just kind of gives me a gentle highlight. I can't do anything outside of it. Like I'm trying to apply it here because it's clipped to this. Now if I undo the clipping mask, you can see where I've been. But when I apply it, it just cuts off everything. So except for what where the skin is. So just imagine lace and skin, and you have to have a skin to show the patterns of the lace. So we got that going on. It's kind of messy, but let's see if I can. I think I've erased some of that line, so I can go ahead and put that back on the original layer. Now I was able to color my original layer by making it into a multiply layer. So that's the original line art, give or take a few things that I've removed because I thought his hair was just a little too high, a little bit too much party in the front, type of thing. So I kind of lowered it a little bit, and then colored that. Let's see, so with that being a multiply layer, I'm able to add my colors to it. It just makes it not invisible, but it just lets my lines show without losing, that quality. Okay, so let's see. What do I want to add? I wanted to add color to this little guy. So I'm going to merge some of my layers so I have plenty to play with. It looks like it's safe to go ahead and close it up like that. I'm going to put a layer right above layer 6. And I'm just going to fill this little guy in with some little colors. I'll just use like a little orange or something like that. And that could be a good contrast to the green and the brown that's all around. I could add a little bit more to his to Aquaman's hair, but it is still a cartoon, so I don't really need to go all crazy and stuff, even though I went all crazy with like the other brush. Okay, so make sure I got the right color, and then add. Now the color beneath the skin here doesn't really matter. It just kind of depends on what kind of brush you're using. If you have a pattern brush that has like textures on it, like these little guys, if you add that to what you have, let's see, and you want to change it from the color of the skin here to something else. So we'll make that more of we'll bring it down just a little bit to that tone. And if I apply my brush, and this is like with the flowers, I'm on the wrong layer. Let's see, we'll create another layer, call this a clipping mask, and then we'll just go ahead and it stays within the skin. Now because I don't have the brush itself to make the pattern only has like the little pattern in it. It doesn't have any other color in it. It doesn't have like, you know, it shows the skin. But if I choose a different one that's a little bit more intricate, let's see, we'll use croc. I'm going croc today. Let's see, and I think I'll change it like a little bit whiter. Let's see, where are we? Okay, it's still clipping. Croc is hard to see in this one. It's better when it's bigger. But croc has color, or it has less openings than the other one did. I don't like that one on that one. Let's see, so we'll clear this. I might just end up using just colors. Let's see, I've got scales. Anything that's kind of like more filled in is going to give you, it's going to change the color of the skin because of the lace. You have less holes in your lace. Let's see, we'll use a little bit of green. Ooh, that's ugly. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to stick with colors. Okay, so because I've got a clipping mask, I won't be going outside the skin. Let me clear this. So anything that I apply, I'll basically stay within this little guy here. My music disappeared. Let's see if we can find some more music here. I'm using Epidemic Sound. I have a little subscription, and I just got tired of hunting down music. So it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. It's got a lot of varieties. Let's see. Let's try electro. Let's see what electro sounds like. This is a genre. Come on, play some music. I can't hear it. I wonder if I turned it off. Let's see. I might have accidentally turned it off. Let me check. It's a lot more fun to me to draw with music. Let's see. It's like I lose track of time when that happens. Let's see. I'm trying to see my keyboard, but my iPad's in the way. Let's see. Okay, my sound is up. I just can't hear it in my headphones. I just need to turn up my headphones. Silly Kimberly. Silly Kimberly. Okay, so let me get back on this and listen to the first song. Alright, it's almost like a disco. Alright, so coloring this little guy here. He's got like a little blue-green behind him, and it looks like I'm a little bit outside the lines on Aquaman here. So I'll have to fix that, or, you know, zoom out. Okay, so the colors I think I'll use on the little guy. Let's use a yellow. And we'll change brushes so that we're not messing with that. And I'll just use a basic... let me see what light brush does for us. Yeah, it'll light him up a little bit. I don't really care too much what this little guy looks like. Aquaman's the star. I'll just kind of throw a little light on him. And let's see, maybe a little bit of this brown color. Just to, oops. Because I've got this light brush still on here, it gives me like a little white. It just becomes a little too bright. Let's see, we got a little bit of shadow going on. Let's give him a little bit of red. That's one color that we don't really have in here. Just some accents of red. Oh, and I forgot to use Okay, I gotta get back to the skin layer here. Because he wraps around the finger. Oops. Okay, so then back to this one. Because this is where I'm doing all the coloring. There we go. I'm just casting a little bit of shadow. And I can't get into that little space right there to add color because it's not on the skin. So I have to add that to the skin right here, and then it'll show what I need. What do you need? Let's see, and then I can erase a little bit of that. And let's see. And I guess that'll be it for this guy. Let's see. So for Aquaman Layer, what I'm going to do is basically smudge. I'm going to take my smudge brush, make sure it's on like the soft brush, and because I've got that green here and the blue here, and I believe they're all on the same layer, I can go ahead and, let's see, I'm going to make my brush a little smaller, and from the blue layer, I'm going to see if I can smudge it over the green without having to erase, because if I erase, this is what happens. It leaves me white. It leaves me with whatever my background is. So take the smudge and then from the blue and just lead it into the green. Now if I wanted the green to pop out more, I just come from the green to the blue and it'll smudge it that way. But I don't want that today. I want the blue to the green. And same thing around the little guy here. I'm just gonna drag where I want it to smudge to. It took me a while to figure it out. But when I want to, you know, kind of blend colors together, I would go back and forth. I would bring both colors into each other in order to smudge. So like this area above his head, there's like some smidgens of green that are showing. I'm going to smudge that into this as well, but there's also some white that's around this, like a little cast light from whatever light that's going on. Some extra hair that just didn't look right. Let's see. And I know that doesn't look too bad. Okay, so there we are so far. I could add more details and stuff like that. All that coloring that I put in, it became muted because of the blue tone. Alright, so now I want to focus on the aquarium just a little bit. I'm probably going to put like some gold rope color around the, let's see, around the, what's that thing called? Compass rose. The compass rose clock portion. Let's see, so I'm going to add, oh yeah, I'm going to merge this. Oh, did I do his eyes? I didn't do little eyes. Shame at him, shame. Let's give the little guy some eyes. Put another layer up so I make sure that I'm above that. Let's get some white. And we won't make the clipping mask now because this is going to be the skin that we're going to be adding color, you know, the lace to. So there we go. Keep your analogies straight, Kimberly. And then we'll give it blue eyes. Why not? Let's see. We'll put like a little blue here. Oh, we didn't change it. Okay. And then go back to white. Let's see. Deselect. Come back to the white. And just with my brush, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the white there. Maybe we'll put in a little bit of another color blue, like right here. Oh, that's not blue. Like move it over to blue, and just kind of give him that little going on. And then I can add like little accents to him. Let's see. I don't like how blue looks like that on that. Let's do a little bit of yellow, but like a really bright yellow. And then we'll just kind of put it around some of the edges here. I'm imagining that the light is touching it from above. And then since this isn't merged down to the other layer, I'm going to kind of smudge it a little bit. There we go. And then same thing with the background. I have that a little bit of this little, let's see if I can get that to go away. It doesn't look like it wants to go away because it's a different layer. Let's try it right here. There we go. I'm just erasing it here as we do have the background. And then I'm going to use the push tool and just kind of liquefy. I'm going to try to push it, some of the yellow. Oops, I went too far. Reset. And I'm going to make that a little smaller. And that makes my little selection smaller. And I'll just bring all the other guys back in. Now that I'm closer, I want to color in his eyebrows just a little bit more too. Okay, let's see, and we'll do just a little bit of yellow, maybe around the edge of the belly. Oops, get that highlight there. And maybe a little bit of brown to kind of make the little scaly things pop up a little bit more. Like it's oh, that sounds so dramatic. This music here. Now the brush that I'm using is the soft brush. I find that it's a very versatile tool. That's the most abused according to other artists. They like using texture brushes and showing brush strokes and crap like that. I don't like that. I don't care about that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now, but this brush, you can get really tiny and get beautiful little lines like that, or you can get, you know, you can up the, every time you brush up the brush size, you get, you know, the soft brush. So this brush does a lot. And that's why people like to use it. We'll bring this down a little bit and then try to get some definition here. And then maybe bring it out a little bit more. I could do the, I don't care. If I card. Okay, so there he is, all nice and tiny. Let's see. I wanted to color his eyebrows in just a smidge before I moved on. So I'm going to merge that down there. And then merge that all the way down. And I like doing it on a different layer. My little, you know, additions and changes, making his eyelashes a little bit more pronounced. And sometimes there's little things like that that make him look more like him, you know, like the actor. And I'm going to make this a little bigger. And I think I want to put like a little bit of white in his eye. I'm going to use this layer. because it's still above. Just put a little, oh, doesn't want to do it. Okay, no worries. Let's see, we'll do it on this one. And we'll change it to the add button, and it just, add makes things a lot lighter. Oops. I'm trying to zoom in. That happens from time to time. If I don't catch it immediately. Okay, there's something going on. Let's see. Let me close up some of my layers here. Okay, so I need to do it above this layer because it's casting something or other. I don't know. So I'll put that there. I'm gonna merge. No, I'm not gonna merge. Yeah, I'll merge that down. I need to conserve my layers. Okay. Give me my white. There we go. The white of the eye. Even. And then because it's on its own layer, I can affect that layer and make it nice and bright. And if I create a duplicate of that layer, it'll make it even brighter. There we go. I can drop it down just a little bit. And just kind of give some lighter accents to things. Like on the eyebrows here. Top of his mustache. And a little bit in his beard. Maybe just a little bit on his fingers, his gloves. All right. Yeah, I could keep adding and stuff like that, but got to come to a conclusion eventually. And it just adds a little bit more to him. Okay, so I was going to work on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and merge some of my layers together. We'll bring these guys together. And then I'm going to bring this down. Let's see, it might make everything disappear if I bring it down. Nope, looks like it's still good to go. Okay. Let me see, do I want to keep this layer separate or can I merge it? I'll go ahead and merge. I'm going to merge, yeah, everybody together. Okay, so working on the clock, put a layer beneath it so I can keep my lines. And then, let's see, I'm thinking the clock is going to be black. We'll do a black clock. Maybe, yeah, we'll do black, possibly with some accents. We'll see what we come up with. This is going to be, let's see, we'll add. But you know adding. It's adding white. Okay, I thought I did black. I did not. Okay, so I can select that. There it goes. The only thing is I lose the clock. So we'll turn that off for a sec. Oh, actually, let me try something here. I think I want to use a bit of purple in this black. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to do a clipping mask. Oh, add a layer. Make that into a clipping mask. And then add some of the accents that I wanted to add. So like, either I'm going to use blue or purple. Blue looks like it's the thing, so I think I'll sample a little bit of blue here. I'll take that blue and just get the deepest color of that. And since I am on here, just kind of light it up a bit. So like the light from below is kind of affecting what's above, and then I'm going to hit it a little bit harder near the bottom. There we go. And I'll do the same thing on the bottom down here. I'm going to go ahead and add to this one. Just kind of tap the corners. Let's see, we'll fill it with black. Hopefully it's not messing up anything. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. and it looks like I missed a little bit, so I'm going to just hit that, liquefy, and I'll make the size a little bit bigger and just kind of drag it towards the line. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. The piece like that, and take a little bit of that blue color and bring it down into that. So it looks like it's kind of glowing. Alright. Now I could either leave the clock alone, but who can see it? I could still use this layer, and I'm going to use maybe, we'll use like a yellow. I'm trying to decide, yellow or blue. Something that'll kind of light up a bit. There we go. Yellow's beautiful. And we'll use some accents of brown. Just and maybe we'll cast a little bit of a shadow on these guys here so you can see the time. And I'm just going to kind of smudge it so it looks like a shadow. I'll get it off of the timepiece in a sec. Oops. I wasn't going to color the hands here with the clock. Whoops. Didn't want to erase. Let's see, how about we could throw white onto them so we can see them better. Let's see, we'll use white, and we'll just kind of, let's see, not like that. We'll just kind of my selection tool's being a jerk. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I guess I'll let it come outside the ropes a bit. Which means I'll have to carry my shadow a little bit deeper. Yeah, I don't like white on that. Let's see, let's do... yellow. And then, let's see, they're not on their own layer, so I'm going to have to improvise here. Well, the brown is still showing on some of it. Let's see if we can keep it going. And just kind of just do a hint of it. There we go. So it shows that it's above. Oops. Trying to grab it and it's making lines. Okay, there we go. We use that smudge brush and just kind of get in there. Get in there. Just have it do this sort of thing. Smudge that brown a little bit. All right. Okay, so we got that going on. You know, I probably won't do too much more to this. I was thinking about doing the rope here, but I don't care much. Bring this down a little bit, and maybe just bring a little bit on here, just wherever the light looks like it's going to touch. All right. And I'm just going to nudge the black up here a little bit. I like that it has like this little seam. Whoops. Uh-oh, that thing hasn't been charging. Shame, 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 shame. Well, that might just end up closing this out. I'm glad it gave me a warning at least. Okay. Hopefully that is charging. Okay. I guess that'll be it for this. I'm going to go ahead and nudge it just a little bit more to close up the seam. Just a bit. There we go. Come on, you. Alright. And there be my Aquaman in aquarium. I'm going to do a little bit to the background here. So I'm going to go ahead and merge my layers. Turn myself back on there, and then maybe just do like a little background if this thing will allow me to. Create another layer, bring it down, and just something. Let's see, we've got a lot of blue. Oh, there's a feature in here that has harmony. So like if I sample a color that's in here, it'll tell me some other colors that would be good complements to it. So I've got a little bit of green, so I can use that little bit of green there. I'm going to grab you, Pikachu, and then hopefully this thing won't cut out on me before I can do my final. And then just do a light little layer going around. And we'll take one of the other colors too. We'll use a little bit of that. A little bit of like a salmon look. But you know, I think it'd probably be better if it was in the dark. Let's see, so let's delete that. We'll change our background color to black. Now that looks tight. That looks tight. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of this blue here and just kind of give it like a little haze. Uh-oh, cancel. There we go. And then just kind of soften it up a bit. And we'll erase a little bit. just to kind of give it that Aquaman, doing whatever an aqua can. There we go. And maybe a little bit of brightness behind it. Let's see, one more. Give me one more layer. And let's see, maybe a little bit of white. Oh, I don't want that one. This is maybe a softer brush. Whoops. I can lighten my name up. I don't even see my name anymore. There it is. I just covered it up. I don't see it again. Good. Let's see. Maybe if I select it. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Move you over. And we are done. You know what? I'm going to put my name on the bottom part of the aquarium. Just move you up a bit. Alright, you guys. Thank you again for joining me. I'm going to do a quick replay. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. You know, as I am looking at this picture, I see a problem that I did not fix when I was supposed to. His paw that is holding the seahorse is too small. Unless that's like a fake hand, you know. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to fix that real quick. Well, I don't know how quick it'll be, but I'm gonna take that and the seahorse. Just when I thought I was done, and I'm just going to make all of it a little bigger. We should get this part too. And then we'll just fix whatever's around the outside of it. Totally forgot to fix this. I can't remember if I've gotten everything here. Let's see. Don't want the color fill. Let me add some more to this selection. Try not to leave any part of this bad boy behind. I think that should be okay. Alright. And we'll copy and paste it. Let's see, will it let me? I'm not on the right layer. Okay, let's try again. Just grab a lot of it here. Make sure I'm around the outside of it. I'm just going to grab the hand and part of the wrist. We're going to copy and paste it onto another layer. And see if we can make his hand just a smidge bigger to match the other hand. Because the other hand is pretty big. Yeah, we could probably even tilt it a little bit. Make it look like he's picking his nose, I guess. Let's see. I don't want it too far away. Actually, let's see. Just pretty much keep it in the same neck of the woods. There we go. Let's see if it is as big as I need it to be. Yeah. There we go. And maybe we'll distort it just a smidge to cover up some places. There we go. I think that'll work. Oh yeah. Okay, and then everything else we can kind of make it a little darker. So let's see. We'll let's get a little bit of black. Or I might end up, let me see, put it in between, put a layer in between here, because I could erase, let's see, put that here, okay, I think that'll be okay. Just casting a little bit more of a shadow. Got to do a little bit of, got to show his thumb a little bit. There we go. There we go. Bring his eyebrow back a little bit, just a little. There we go. Good enough for government work. But this shadow here looks weird, so let's see if we can fix that a little bit. It's still above his head. Am I on the right layer? Yeah. Color, damn you! Smudge something, do something. Try to figure out what is do I want to get rid of that? Yeah. Just kind of bring it down a little bit. We could do light brush, just a little bit of a light brush with the brown. No, not brown, not the brush. Let's use the pen. Light pen gives me a nicer too red. Let's try yellow. Too yellow. What do I want to use? Something that'll give a nice highlight. We'll just drop it down a little bit. Yellow's not too bad. I'll just kind of put it around him here. So any of that little pesky white that was around kind of go in with the shadow here. Put a little bit on our little guy here. Just a little. Catching the light here. Just when I thought I was done. Okay, and then as we get closer to the dark, we won't have as much light getting caught. There we go. better and better. Or worse and worse, however you want to look at it. So you could put a little bit on his nose and some of those other parts on his head here. Maybe a little bit on his fingers. Alright. Lovely. Alrighty, you guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.